Yo, 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 yo! What it is, 2X gamers? I hope I find you well. Hope you're having a robust, meaningful style day today. And in this video, I just want to chat about what I like and dislike about the current 2X KO that we have right now. That being the closed beta at the time of this video. Hoping to stir up some discussion about the more uncommon topics about the game. So if the good rollback and the small rosters above the iceberg on the chart, I'll try to dig in to at least the tip of the iceberg and below that. Mostly gameplay mechanics and features of the game that we have at the moment. So I won't really be talking about stuff that we know we'll be getting in later, like the battle pass, costumes, Teemo, stuff like that. But with that being said, please comment what you think about what I have to say. Feel free to even put down a list of your own likes and dislikes about the game, or just any other thoughts about the video. Anything and everything is appreciated. You know I'll love you. You know I'll love you if you do any of that. I would appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know. Without that out of the way, like, comment, share, follow, subscribe, donate. Blah! No. But for real though. I wanna start with something I really like and appreciate in general. Like
the lobby.
Alright. So like, I know lobbies like this aren't for everyone, but for me personally, I really appreciate the way appreciate the way that they handled this one. One thing people don't like about the lobbies, is that, like, you gotta find your own matches, But, like, in this game, this game's lobby, you just kind of hit the triangle button and, well, got canceled on that one. You press triangle and it finds you a match. The game says, hey, stop your casuals, go play bracket, or go play your casual match or your ranked match or whatever. I'm not gonna fight them, though. Just wanted to demonstrate that. But yeah, no, that's pretty robust if you ask me. I like that. Like, you don't really have to, worry about finding your own match, because, in some games, you just gotta kind of, like, run around and hope there's, like, an empty spot, or, like, try to, like, do this to a guy that's just standing around, hope they're not AFK, and try to fight them. Nah, in this game, you just press triangle. And it's got your back there, buddy. And, I mean, I also kind of like the, I really like the, personally, I really like the whole big screen. Just spectating the big screen match, like right when you walk in, it's the first thing you see, right? Big screen match, and I don't know, it gives you something to do while you're kind of waiting for a match, See what's going on, or if you see somebody on like another setup playing your team or whatever, or one of your characters, see how they're playing them. You just kind of like walk up to them. You have to wait a little bit, but it's not that long, right? Like compared to other games. They make you sit through like a menu, they make you wait like maybe 2 minutes, it feels like, to spectate the match that they have going on there. But I mean, no, in this game, you just kind of like walk up, wait a few seconds, and bam, you're there. And I mean, it's less committal too, it's like something kind of feasible that you can do while you're waiting for a match, Like, in other games, you have to commit. You don't get to do anything else but watch the match, right? But on this game, I think they handled it a little better in this game, and yeah, I appreciate that. I also appreciate the leaderboard, honestly. The leaderboard, it's small, but it makes me feel a little like a little special Boy Scout, when I see myself up there as like on a win streak or whatever wins. Like I think it's like total number of wins as well, or win streaks. I don't know. It feels nice to see yourself up there. It's small. It's not that big of a deal, But it's kind of cool. Or see like who's the big dog in the yard at the moment, in this current yard, who the big dog is. Maybe go around, find them, see what they're up to, See that high level action there, buddy. Yeah, no, it's small, but it adds up, And I mean, yeah, no, I think it's pretty cool. It's not perfect. It's a lobby. It's not like automatic matchmaking, where you like click rank or you click casual and you just sit there and wait for a match. But I don't know, I feel like people underestimate the having like a little break after a set or whatever. Like you fight the set, you end the set on like your own terms or whatever, and you're not like just looking at a screen. You know, you just get in the lobby. Maybe watch someone else's cheeks get clapped in the background, you know, on the big screen or otherwise. Just see what's going on, you know. Like functionality-wise, it is pretty basic. You know, it's nothing stellar. It's nothing out of this world for the most part, and it is a little buggy at times. But I think like one of those things, functionality-wise, it's just gonna get better over time, right? But one thing I really appreciate about the game's lobby, outside of like, you know, yeah, it works, right? It does work pretty well for what it is. But I really just appreciate the vibes, you know, the vibes, all the small things, all the bells and whistles, right? All the things that, you know, shouldn't really matter on their own, but all of it together, I don't know. It leads to some really good vibes. I like the vibes of the lobby, you know what I mean? Pretty good vibes, pretty good vibes. But like, one thing I really don't like the vibes of, one thing I'm not a big fan of is ranked mode. Dog, I won't lie. This is probably the worst way I've ever seen ranked handled in a fighting game, like ever. I'm being so real right now, by the way. I'm being so for real. Let me know if you see anything worse, but man, this one's up there, man. It's one of the worst. Oof, it's bad. It's bad. But yeah, no, this lobby I'm in right now is pretty much the same as the casual lobby. It's like almost exactly the same. It's like slightly different colors. And the lobby is like a little more pink. And whenever you fight somebody, you do play I think it's a first to two, best of three, I'm pretty sure. And you see your rank on the top left. That's like pretty much it. That's like the only differences in this lobby. It's almost exactly the same. Which is cool, it's cool. I mean, I guess that's its first positive. It's almost as good as the, pretty much as good as the other lobby. But my issue is, you see it? You see the issue? I'll give you a second. Look closely, look closely. You guys see the issue? Okay, time's up. The issue is, you can't see anybody's ranked, alright? I can't see Swiper the Fox's rank, you know? I don't know if this guy is Grandmaster, Master, Challenger, God, like, how do you look? Yeah, you have to like go through their profile. You have to go through a menu to see their rank. Isn't that kind of like not good? I feel like that's not good. I feel like you should be able to like, I don't know, see their rank like right next to their name or something in the lobby, right? Even if they're all Grandmaster, alright? You might be thinking like, oh, you're Grandmaster, you just walked into the lobby. They're all probably Grandmaster, right? The issue is like, whenever you're like, first starting, right? You get placed in aspirant rank, or whatever it's called. Like the very beginning rank. You gotta get through your placement matches, right? When I started, and I got placed into Diamond, I think it was. I think it was 5 placement matches, and they placed me into Diamond. I had no idea if I was fighting other Diamond players, Gold players, Rookie players. Like, I had no idea. So like, look at this, by the way. Even in like an actual fight, when you're in the match, nowhere on the screen do you get to see their rank on like their health bars or next to their name. Like, you see it anywhere? I don't. I don't know if these are 2 Grandmaster ranks unless I go to their name and I press X and I go through like a little menu and I wait. You know, I don't know. You shouldn't have to do that with rank. You should be able to see it in the match, before the match, in between the matches. When you're playing the best of 3 set, you should be able to see both of your guys' rank, right? And another issue I have with well, this kind of leads into the next issue that I have, is that whenever you're placing the matches, or whenever you're in the lower ranks trying to rank up, what if I'm just fighting like let's say I'm Diamond, right? What if I'm just farming silver players? And doing that, it leads me up to like Master and Grandmaster. Like that. What if that's how I got to Grandmaster? Is I farmed like silver players, Emerald players, which is the rank below Diamond and after Gold, I believe. Like, I wouldn't know, because I don't wanna have to go up to them and go through the menus to see the rank. I don't want to. I want to see it like right here, right now, you know, or in the match or something, or at least while we're queuing up on the loading screen. You don't get to see it there either. Everything is exactly the same as like a casual match, you know. When it comes to like the loading screens and all that, and like what information about your opponent you get to see, everything's the same. I don't like that. They should make like their rank and all that a little more visible, in my opinion. Cause yeah, like it's like with other fighting games, people say, "Oh, you could just get the master if you put the time in." It's not a skill thing; it's like a time thing, you know. Anybody of any skill level. I feel like that's like really extreme in this game, you know, because I got to Grandmaster, which is right below Challenger, and Challenger is like the highest rank of the game. I only got to this rank in like maybe 1.5 sessions, and then Master it was like maybe half a session. Went from Diamond to Master. It's really not that hard. It feels like. I'm not like downplaying myself. It's just like I don't know if I deserve Grandmaster because I don't know what rank of players I was fighting against. Like that just bothers me, you know. I want to know if they're my rank or if they're slightly above or slightly below, and like see their RP and all that. I want to know that stuff, man, without having to like before the match go up to them, you know. I don't know. I don't think it's really handled all that well. And like you know when you go to Twitter or you go to YouTube and you see like, oh, I messed this guy up, I'm crazy. Like I want to be able to see the guy's rank and the other guy's rank, you know? Because what if that guy was like Grandmaster and he just like hit a gold player, like hit a gold player with the Nene or something, you know? I wouldn't know. You know, or if he was fighting his friend or something, I wouldn't know any better. Because at that point, I literally can't see either of their ranks. It's up to them to tell me, you know? I don't know. I think they definitely gotta, like, let us see the opponent's rank and maybe adjust the rate of which you earn the ranked points and all that. Because right now, I don't think it's handled all that well at the moment. I really don't. I feel like this has to get better on a early access or full release, whichever way it has to be. This has to get better, bro, because ranked is kind of, like, quite literally to me, like, meaningless. It doesn't mean much. Like, when you get to the higher ranks, yeah, you get to fight people. It seems like more close to your level, because it seems like everybody here is Grandmaster, right? But once again, what if they started in that, beginner lobby, whenever you were, like, getting your placement matches, and just farmed off of everybody in that lobby? I wouldn't know. Because, whenever I placed to Diamond, right, I was Aspirant and I went to Diamond, they didn't, like, put me in, like, a Diamond lobby. I got to stay in the same lobby that I placed, like, into Diamond from, you know? And I don't know what rank the game assumes I am when I'm in my placement matches, you know? I don't know if they think I'm a gold player, or if they think I'm Grandmaster level based on, like, my casuals or whatever. They don't even, like, try to ask you, like, hey, how good do you think you are? Nothing. It's just like, oh, you're in this lobby that's, like, exactly the same as casual, pretty much. And it's like, I don't know. It's not all that good. It's not all that good. Ranked is kind of mid in this game, unfortunately. The rank progression in this game isn't very good, but I do think a different type of progression in this game might be a bit better. That being the concept of progression, like the cosmetic stuff, not like ranked or like skill. No. I mean like yeah. All right. So what I mean by this, right? The concept of progression, right? It's the idea that as you play the game, right, you're always kind of earning something, you know? You never lose the stuff that you can earn. When it comes to, like, your missions, the currency you earn, right? I mean, unless you spend it, obviously, then you'll lose it. And the missions themselves are pretty simple. The weeklies are pretty similar. I don't have any at the moment, but, I mean, land a special move. Tag a character, like use an assist. Save an ally, right? Burst. All this stuff is just basically stuff you'd already do, you know, in a match. So the mission themselves, you know, and it's not like a million for each of them. It's like all the progression on those missions you see on the screen right now. That was all through one match, by the way. Not a set, just like one match. I did all that in one match. So it's like, yeah, like I said, weeklies are pretty similar. And the things you can unlock with the green stuff, the green coins up there, I have 5,000 of. Buy little stickers. Oh, there's the animated one. I was looking about that earlier, like, what's Ari's animated sticker? Buy stickers. Buy emotes for your avatar. Cards and titles. They're pretty simple at the moment, to be fair. There's nothing, like, stellar. You can even buy stages. The only locked stage in this version is just this stage here. But, yeah, I mean, I'm assuming in the future when they release stages and characters. The stages with the characters, I should say. You can buy them with your green currency up there. And same for the characters, right? I don't have Jinx unlocked, but if I want to unlock her, I Use 10,000 credits or a champion coin, champion token, which you unlock via the tutorial. By the way, you complete the tutorial, you get free two free character unlocks. So out the gate, you can boot up training room, play any character you want, locked or unlocked. So Jinx and Vi, I can play them in training room, right? Just see who fits here, right? And you just instantly buy the team right out the gate, you know, that you want to play, because it's 2v2, so you get two. I already spent one on Blitzcrank, but yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of neat as well. Now as the game goes on, you're probably going to run out of champion tokens that you got from the tutorial, I'm assuming. You're probably going to run out of those, right? So, might have to cough up the 10k for the characters you want to unlock. But, I mean, I think if you play day one, let's say you spin them on Jinx and Vi, right? Your 2 free unlocks. If you're playing from that time until the next character unlock, I feel like you'll have enough by then, right? For the next character, or pretty close. Because they're expensive, but it's nothing like too much, I feel like. And then, yeah, that's another thing I like about the progression of this game. You get like a little mastery level, like I'm level 17 with Ari right now, right? So it's like, you kind of can like personalize whichever character is your favorite, you know, in that regard. And like they get their own like little battle pass. I don't know what else to call it. It feels like a little battle pass for each character. There's like Ari's little progression chart thingy that you earn. So you unlock the first one at level 5, you unlock the next one at level 15, right? So on and so forth. And yeah, I mean that's how you buy the expressions or the stickers and the taunts for your characters. And I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. Like I said, bad session on ranked. I mean, you might lose your ranked points or whatever. You might rank down. You might be a little salty, but like when you come back to the menu, you're like, oh shit, I got like a cajillion credits I can spend on skins and characters and stages or whatever you want to spend them on, you know. And you get to see your little like mastery level up. It's pretty satisfying. I don't know. It's small, but it's satisfying. I love to see it. I love to see it, and I hope you love to see it. I should point this out as well, right? The this all might seem ridiculous if you play a lot of other genres of video games, but like a lot of other fighting games, they don't really have that like concept of progression, like currency that you earn, you could spend on like little colors and emotes, right? Like the only thing that's kind of close to that is Grand Blue versus right now, Rising. Grand Blue versus Rising. Other games like a Strive or Street Fighter 6 doesn't really have anything like that. Like they're all like, okay, buy the $70 game and $60 game. Any other content you want, you have to spend money on it, right? It's like in this game, you know, it's definitely a first of its kind when it comes to like a traditional 2D fighter where you play it and you're always getting something, you know. So I want to re-explain, or not re-explain, but like explain like from the that perspective, you know. That not a lot of fighting games do it, so it's a bit exciting as like a fighting game player to play a fighting game, a traditional one, not like multiverses, where you know you're always earning something, right? You're always earning something. No reason to be down the dumps all the time, you know. It's always something to be nice, you know, feel nice about. So now you might be wondering, right? Like, what did Mr. YouTuber mean when he said concept of progression? Oh, concept of progression. This all seemed pretty fire, like just as it is, right? What's wrong with this? Well, that's what the next section is for, alright? With reality of progression. Just to be clear, I did mean all the positives I talked about in the last section, alright? I was being somewhat optimistic, some may call it coping. I'm fine with that, I'm willing to concede that, alright? Coping about the reality of what I was talking about, though. I was being a little optimistic and coping about like what the reality really is, right? The issues with progression, to put it shortly, though, is that it's a bit long for some of the stuff you're grinding for, right? So like I gotta grind this much for a wristband, bruh. Almost half a character for a wristband. Are you for real? More than half a character, almost damn near a whole character for an emote, like a taunt. Are you for real right now? Feels like a bit much. Like they got, like I get it, they gotta make their money, right? They gotta make their money, and get you clocking into the game, right? That's the formula of free to play. I understand that. I'm not that foreign to the concept, all right? But I do think it's like comparing it to the prices of other things, right? Like 10,000 per character to unlock like Jinx if you don't have her unlocked. And then you look at this and it's like, ugh, I don't know. It doesn't feel all the way correct, right? But yeah, even then the grind is crazy. The grind is crazy. But especially like look at the colors here. Yeah, that's like more than half the character right there. So like I'm worried like when the game comes out and you're able to spend real life money on the game, like it just gets too expensive. Like, is this about to be $7? And is she about to be $10? What if they make it more than $10? You know, we don't know. We don't know. But I'm worried about it, you know? At the rate of grinding as it is now, it's a bit worrisome. And like on top of that, right? For the character specific stuff. Will they let me look at Jinx? I didn't mean to press her, but okay. So like, you see it right there on the top left where it says Mastery Level 0, and then next to it says this season, right? What? I might be over worrying about this, right? Because I don't think this is how it works. But they're like planting the idea of it in my head, right? With it saying this season. What if all this content and like a character's season pass, whatever it's called, the character's mastery pass? What if this is all exclusive per season? And this crazy level 100 thing, right? But by the way, for context, I'm level 17 with Ari, and I've played this many matches with Ari, 388. I'm Grandmaster with her. I'm only level 17, by the way. Almost 400, almost half a thousand matches. Not even level 20, by the way. Like, if this stuff is like season exclusive, oh nah, bruh. Like, on top of spending your valuable currency, like a lot of it, like I'm okay with like spending like maybe like, I don't know, 1,000 on the sandals, maybe like 1,000 on the stickers, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 on the emotes, right? But like, if you want all of this, it all adds up a lot. Like, this is 8,000. When you get to level 100, you gotta spend 8,000 on a skin. Like, buddy, that's kind of, I don't know. I think that's crazy. I think that might be a bit much for like what you're grinding for. You know? Maybe tone down the prices a little bit. That's all I'm saying. Like, maybe tone down the prices of your fighter coins that you're spending. Maybe let us spend a little less, because this seems a little crazy so far, you know? And like I said, we don't know how much the characters are actually going to cost, you know? What if they're like $12 a character, you know? Because like usually in fighting games, each character is like about $7, $5 to $7, right? Nah. That, like, we're gonna be spending $8 for skins potentially. On top of grinding to level 100. In the span of like what, a month? Maybe 2 months? That might be a little more doable, but that's my other issue, right? It's like, what if you don't want to play the entire 2 months, you know? And you're kind of behind on the currency grinding, you know? You know, you're waiting for your beautiful League of Legends waifu. Like, you're taking a break until she comes out, right? She comes out 2 years later. Oh, man. Nah, that's cruel, man. That could be cruel, I feel like. If they're gonna make you pay, like, I would say over $10 is too much for a character. I would say over 10. Maybe 10 is fine. I personally think it should be bumped down like maybe 8 per character, $8. But we're talking like $15 a character. God forbid 20. Oh, we might be in trouble. You know what I mean? Like I said, I might be over worrying a bit, but as it is now, grinding takes a little long. For, like I said, like little stuff, like the little stickers and the taunts. Like when you compare it to like the most valuable thing, which would probably be like a character, right? Like a full character. This stuff gets a little expensive, and you have to grind a lot for it as well. I'm just a bit worried, is all. I guess you don't have to call like an issue on its own. But like potentially just worrying about something that might not even be an issue. I don't know. Just a thought I have. I just wanted to bring that up. Defensive mechanics. Okay. One of my favorite things about the defense in this game is how interactive it is for the person on offense and defense, right? It doesn't feel like there's always the like one right answer on defense that's like really annoying for the person on offense. And you know, there's like a lot of different things you can do on defense, which sounds really annoying if you're on offense, right? It sounds annoying, but they're all honestly, none of them are really that strong, honestly. Like none of them hard knocks you down, and they're like plus 60, or you know, you get hit by it, and they're, you know, once again still plus 60 or whatever, right? None of them really starts their offense unless they do something after the defensive mechanic, you know? They have to act further than, you know, have to act further than just using it. And I don't know. The person on offense also has a lot of answer to these mechanics as well, or they don't, you know, they don't get directly punished. They have an answer. That's what I mean to say. They still have answers to it. Even if it's just like less offense, it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. And I don't know. I want to get into it a bit. Alright, so like the first mechanic. Whoa, why is my guy jumping so much? Oh, relax. Okay. The first mechanic I want to talk about is the retreating guard. Talk about that a little bit. Hold on, let me make him do it all the time here. 1 second. Yeah. So yeah. So basically, you press backdash while you're blocking. You'll go blue. You'll kind of V shift out, kind of like Street Fighter 5, you know. And this doesn't cost anything. That mechanic doesn't cost anything. If you look closely at Darius's meter, he's actually gaining meter per retreating guard. This is something you could definitely spam, right? To an extent. Here's the secret mouse tool to this situation, right? It loses to the lows, so you go, and you get the little strive, little grand blue counter hit, you know. You know how they slow down the game and they're like, oh shit, you gotta pop off on him. Check this out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Nah, I fucked it up. Yeah. It loses the lows, and I mean, lows aren't always the answer to your block strings either, especially later on in the block string. They're not really accessible, you know. Especially like Echo, right? Like his 5M, it reaches forward, right? It's further and he leans forward while he does it. So it's like, yeah, I might be better at like a distance, right? Like if you're not doing 2M as like the beginning of your block string, even if you are, that's your only low that you can go into. That's it. So I mean, if they're aware, dude, if they've awakened their third eye like that, they can kind of pop off on you, right? And get your retreating guards a bit. But here's the thing, they're not really getting to do anything back to you, because check this out, right? Check this out. So my jab, right? It's -1. My 5M, it's -5. My 5H, -3. So if they retreating guard, check out my jab. +8, my 5M, it's 0, and my 5H, it's -2. So basically, if they retreating guard, they're gonna have to accept that potentially, if you're like ready for it but not ready like to throw in a low, right? Like if I start my block string with let's say 2M, right? And I know my stuff, right? Alpha retreating guard, I'm like ready for it. I mean, they might have to deal with a little more, you know, that they wouldn't have to if they didn't push block or retreating guard, you know. Now that's something you're probably not gonna react to every time, but you know, it is something you can do if you see it coming, right? But yeah. It's I don't know. I think it's a pretty good mechanic. It's nothing that's like godlike. It's nothing like incredible, because you're also actively pushing yourself to the corner too, right? So I mean, if I did the right like jump in there, you know, could have been a little bit of trouble there since he's in the corner. I mean, in the corner. I mean, it's not like he's like really pushing me away, and my jab is still like +8 after the retreating guard. So I mean, yeah, you might be in a little bit of trouble in the corner if you try using that mechanic, because you're just giving them free frame data at that point, and you're only getting like look at the amount of meter you're getting. You're not that much, right? But yeah, it's good, but it's not perfect, right? Even mid screen, it's good, but it's not perfect. And that's why I appreciate that mechanic. All right, the next mechanic, right, is the push block. This one is a little more commonly seen in fighting games, right? This one's featured in more fighting games. But the way it works in this game is, you know, you use it, you know, I get pushed away, right? Sucks to suck. I start my offense and then, oh shit, it's gone, just like that, right? But it does cost their assist though. You see the icon like right above break right up there, the little green guy. That shows that you have assist, right? So I use my assist. Give it a second. And then it's on a cooldown, right? It's the same thing with push block. You know, she uses it, and yeah, it's on cooldown. So it's like, that's what it costs. And, you know, having an assist in this game is pretty valuable, if you ask me. It's, you know, kind of necessary to, like, navigate neutral and extend your pressure and all that. So it's quite the cost. But, I mean, you could do some pretty neat stuff off of it. If you're, like, really locked in, and you know your opponent's, like, autopiloting, you can do some neat stuff. See, just like that, just like that. If you push block at the right time, and you know, let's say, like I did there, I knew he was gonna go into medium and a heavy, right? And you know, maybe even a special if you didn't whiff the heavy. Like if you're locked in, you know, and you see it coming, and you push block the right thing, you can definitely get like a nice little. Oh, this whiffs, by the way. You can get a nice little punish, but that's definitely something you have to be ready for, and it might be character specific as well. On top of that. No, I feel like Ari could definitely get that. Yeah. He set to block everything, by the way. So I think that was a punish there. Yeah, I said punish on the bottom left, I believe. Oh, he's not set to block everything, my bad. But yeah, that said punish right there. So yeah, it's definitely punishable if like you push block the right thing and you react fast enough. So, you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. And I mean, yeah, if they see it coming, that you see it coming, you know, they can start doing some stuff like this, man. It's just like, huh? And it kind of in my face, like I'm minus there. Did you see that I was -2? Like it definitely varies on the situation, right? But and your character and the matchup and all that. But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of fun interactions with push block and retreating guard in this game. I don't know. It's fun. I like it. I like it. It's not too scrubby. It's not too powerful, you know. Oh yeah. I also want to shout this out. Just like retreating guard, if you shorten your offense, right, in fear of a retreating guard or push block, you get better frame data. Just like last time. You know this 2M is not plus 17, right? Like, so I mean, even job, you're decently plus. Like you're back in neutral. There's not much you're gonna do with the frame data, but I mean, it's nice that you're plus, right? Oh yeah, you can also call it out too, like going into light, into like super far-reaching special. All right, that's an option. That's an option. I mean, they're not gonna be able to push block whenever they're out of the and when they're out of the assist, right? Like I have the CPU set on a push block, but since it puts your push block on cooldown, I mean, there's not much option to do it. So yeah, it's pretty well thought out mechanic, the combination of the two on a block. You also got a couple wake up options as well. You got like 4 of them. You roll forward, you roll back, you sit in place, or you wake up attack, right? You got 4 of them, so you knock them down. There's your invincible reversal right there. It's completely invincible. Right? You got... Hold on. Please stand by. Exploring the menu for the first time ever. Not really. Trust. Roll back. Gotta roll forward. And I mean, stand in place. I don't think I have to show you that. You just get up in place, right? But the quirk about the rolls in this game, the wake up rolls, is that they're pretty punishable by throw, right? So it's not like they roll out of the corner and they have the same invul as waking up in place. Because waking up in place, you have throw protection. You can't really get me dethrowed or punished with throw, right? You just wake up. You wake up or you do like a get up attack, right? The reversal. But if you roll, like, yeah, there's like a lot of reward if you roll and you get out of the corner. Like, you might not be able to punish them with your roll or start pressure of your own, but I mean, you're getting out of the corner, which is pretty valuable. But it's super risky because they get punished guaranteed via throw. So definitely use it at your own caution there, buddy. None of the wake up options are that broken. Like as you saw in the reversal, it's pretty small. Reversal isn't very big at all. Where are you? It's small. It's punishable on block. Like it isn't that good, but like all the other defensive mechanics I was saying earlier, none of these are the right option all the time, or too rewarding or too low risk. But they get stronger as you mix them together, you know? Like, if you condition me to be scared of the wake-up attack, and you roll behind me and you start mashing, I'm like, whoa. Well, I'll probably be able to, like, panic mash faster and I'll be plus, but you'll be out of the corner, right? There's definitely, like, a pick your poison type of deal. Lesser of two evils. And then vice versa, if you condition me with rolls too often, you can get a wake-up attack off of me, or just wake up, hold up, you know, if you think I'm just gonna keep throwing you and get a fat punish, way a mash, or whatever, you know, the fighting game stuff. It's pretty good. All the wake up options, if you mix them together. Don't spam one too often though. That's all I'm saying. And then somewhat related, but I want to give a big shout outs to throws in this game. The forward throw. It's a hard knockdown. You don't get any of the tech options besides wake up attack or just stand in place, right? But back throw, you have access to all of them again, right? I mean, you do the back throw mid screen, you're basically playing neutral again. Or if you're in the corner, you know that situation where you mess up a meaty and they're doing like delay tech throw on wake up and they like start back throwing you. I mean, you kind of get to roll around and stuff. You wake up attack, like you get the mix up of wake up still, while forward throw keeps its value. I don't know a safe jump or anything, but the point is it's a hard knockdown, which is pretty neat in my opinion. It's pretty neat. 'Cause I think throws should be pretty good in fighting games. You know, not too broken, but like you know, pretty valuable. I would say it has to have some value. While back throw, I like that there's a difference, you know? I like that there's a difference. But yeah, I think this section's going on pretty long right now. This might be the longest section in the video. It might be the longest section the video sees overall. But my point is I really like the defensive mechanics. Were really well thought out in my opinion. Options for all of them, and then, you know, the one on defense, it's not like one is always the right answer, right? It's always good to mix them up. Which is how it should be, and you would think that's how it always is in fighting games, and to an extent it definitely is, but some other fighting games I play, it's just, it doesn't feel like that, you know, so I guess it's just a little more refreshing in this game, that the defensive mechanics are so varied. There is one sneaky little defensive mechanic I did not mention though. It might be a little too good though, to the point where I have a big problem with it actually. Fury. I'm gonna be real, dog. There isn't too much to say about this, but I do want to point out how dumb it is, anyways. Like, look at this. That's me getting hit. I run up. Like, he's probably gonna die there. Wow. Okay. Well, I'm gonna probably put it on screen of me TODing somebody off of Fury. I don't feel like doing the combo right now, but yeah, I mean, that was me getting hit, by the way. Hit, hit, hit. I'm getting hit. I'm not blocking. I could be blocking if I want to, though. I just do it. And look how plus it is. Like, it's this plus. Check this out. Hold on. Yeah, they gotta get the timer down. It's that plus. And you can dash cancel and you get like another combo. Like, it's fucked. It's fucked. Like, it's actually this fucked. Let me show you how fucked it really is. So I'm gonna turn off his recording, right? And right now, I have it to where if he gets soft knockdown, he's gonna roll forward every time, right? And if he gets hard knockdown, which forward throw is, hard knockdown, right? He's gonna do get up attack. Right? Every time, he's gonna do that on hard knockdown, get up attack, or roll forward on soft knockdown. Look, guess what kind of knockdown, guess what kind of knockdown Fury is, buddy. Nothing! You don't get no defensive mechanics, no roll, no get up attack. You're at the mercy of meaty throw or like a meaty like 5M or 2M or something. At least with Ari. Maybe it's different with Braum. Wait, okay. It is different with Braum. Maybe he can't get a meaty 5 anything. I mean, he kind of can almost, though. No, he kind of has to work for it. This fucks with the balancing, though, a little bit. It definitely fucks with the balancing a little bit. Like, you know what I mean? Not every character can do it, but the faster ones, dude. They essentially threaten you, like, almost a 50-50, you know what I mean? And you don't get any of those beautiful defensive options I was talking about earlier. Like, not really. So I don't know. I don't know what they were thinking with that, man. This one. I was glazing earlier. This one, no. This one, and this has got to be like 0 on block. The Fury burst. It can't be plus anything. Not even like +1. It should be 0. You should get rewarded, cause like you get the speed buff already, dude. You already get the speed buff. Hold on. I don't think I really highlighted how plus it was. By number, because even without the dash, with the slower characters, like, I mean, it's still plus 37, dog. Like, it shouldn't be plus anything. Like, you know, normal Ari speed is like this, right? But like, you know, I mean, you saw it earlier. She's way faster, and like everybody gets a combo off a throw. I'm pretty sure. You can just dash cancel them, and with the faster characters, I mean. Yeah, the goose is cooked. The goose is cooked. This has got to go. This has got to go. This has got to go. Because like I said, this is like something you can do while getting hit. Not block even. While getting hit. It's the same thing. There's like no difference. Okay, well I fucked it up. Anyways, yeah, I'll show I have already showed the combo on screen. If I haven't already, I'll show it right now. But it's cringe. Fury is cringe. Please, unironically, please nerf. It's bad. Conclusion. Thank you everyone who watched till the end. Or if you skipped to the end, I still appreciate you clicking on to see what I had to say on some of the topics. Even that means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I wanted to include more gameplay topics, but couldn't really come up with more to talk about that wasn't already said by mostly everybody else. I definitely don't want to discuss balance quite yet, like character balance, or even like too much of fuse balance, really. Because, you know, we technically don't even have the real game yet. Like, we're technically providing them more of a service than they are us at the moment. You know, getting to play the beta and, like, you know, test things for them and all that. I think people forget that we're playing the beta technically right now, you know. Not really the full game yet, but yeah, that's why I didn't really want to talk too much about balance. But I am a little more open to talking about, like, the features, since they're a little more hard to change as extremely as the character balances, you know. And like the concept of the gameplay mechanics themselves, you know. But yeah, I couldn't come up with too much to chat too much about gameplay stuff, unfortunately. And I also wanted to try to get the video out before we were a week away from the early access as well. So I thought I just put it out there so I could have something out there, and see how you guys feel about this kind of video. See if there's something anybody's interested in more of. Do let me know in the comments. How did you feel about some of the stuff I was talking about and some of my opinions and just like the quality of the video in general. Like, let me know if you enjoyed it or if you had a problem with it. I also am more active on Twitch than YouTube. I try to stream, like, I used to try to stream every day. I still want to stream every day if I can, but usually I stream at least 3 times a week, if not, much more. 3 is like definitely lowballing it. But yeah, if you want to catch me on Twitch, it's Love to Play Meta on Twitch TV. I'll put it in the comments if you'd like to check me out there. And I'm also pretty active on my Discord server as well, which you can also find on my Twitch channel if you'd like to join. If you're interested in discussing other fighting game stuff and whatever else was there, I would appreciate to have you on either or, the Twitch or the Discord, or even here. Still appreciate you. But yeah, no, leave a comment, leave a comment. Let me know how you felt about this robust and tangy content. If you thought it was robust and tangy, maybe you thought it was a little salty. Too much salt, too much salt. But yeah, no. Regardless, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for your time, guys. Love y'all, love y'all. And yeah, have a good day or night. Thank you, thank you.